Hey, welcome to Edinburgh, and hopefully you have downloaded a profile from the Pirate Podcast site. And this video is one of a few about how to get the most from those profiles, and this is just the getting started. What I should say is, prior to watching this video, you should really watch the getting started with Ecamm videos if you're not already familiar with Ecamm. So I'm not teaching you how to use Ecamm here, I'm just teaching you how to use the profiles. So first things first, once you've downloaded your profile, if you've downloaded it to your desktop or your downloads folder, that's probably not the best place for it. The iCloud in particular, or any other similar packages, have a habit of taking large files and pulling them up into the cloud, and Ecamm then doesn't know where they are. So you really want to store your profile in a safe place. In my particular case, I use an external SSD drive and store the profile on that drive. So wherever is your safe space for Ecamm, save your profile there. Once you've got your profile in the place that you want to, just open up Ecamm and then double click on the file that you've just downloaded, and the Ecamm profile will then automatically jump straight into your current live Ecamm environment. At that point, what I'm going to suggest is that you go up to the menu, the profile menu in Ecamm, and click on duplicate profile. That way you'll make yourself a second copy of the profile that you can play about with and not worry about if you mess it up, because you can go back to the original one. So duplicate the profile and give it a name of choice. So that's the first couple of things to do with profiles. Then let's take you through a couple of basics in terms of editing. Now, it should be fairly obvious this is what you do, but let's have a look anyway. So on any of the scenes, they should be fairly clearly labelled. Now I've got a couple of extra bits in the top here because I've got a demo scene going on, so it does say screen share and a title up here for this particular scene, but we can change those the titles anyway. So if I want to change a title on a scene, then I always go to the overlays panel and use the little cog in the overlays panel, because that saves it jumping up in the middle of the screen, the little pop-up that was going to come up. So when I click on that box, it's going to give me a little text box that's going to pop up, the standard Ecamm text box, and I can then edit my text. So click on edit text and go and change whatever you want your title to be. So I'm just typing in new title whilst looking down at my keyboard and saving that. And there's my new title changed. And exactly the same, if I want to change my name, it's going to have a host text written up here. So underneath there is all of the elements associated with the host text. So I'll turn a couple of those off so you can see what is actually on the scene in that particular area. So camera background off, camera background on. Nearly everything should be locked, so you might need to unlock and lock things if you want to make other changes. So obviously the camera. Now the camera in this case is intentionally sitting there because I want my name to be over the front of me. So if I get rid of the text background, because if you don't like the text background you can do that, that's fine. I've got a little set of dots here, so I can get rid of the dots if I want to. You could, if you really want to be clever, replace that asset with your own tiny logo in every place that it said dots, but that kind of matches in with most of the designs that I've done. So up to you. If you want to get rid of it, you can, but obviously if you want to go then change your name, then click on the cog and go change your name. So I'll just edit my text again and I'll change my name very simply. So Mark McKenna is now my name. So unfortunately, you're going to have to do that anywhere that the name appears. So from that perspective, what you might want to do is go to where you've got your text for your name, click on it, and then do Command-C for that text. And then when you go to a different scene where you want to paste that text in, roll down to the new scene, and wherever it says Martin McKenna, then you can delete that and paste in by Command V the text that you've just created, so you know it's going to be the same every time. pause for a second. So I might have to pause occasionally because there's some work going on above me and a load of noise, as there would be if I'm trying to record a video. So let's just repeat what I said just there. So if I want to change that piece of text on multiple different scenes, then what I can do is come down to the piece of text there. I can do Command C to copy that text. And let's pretend we've now moved to a different scene where that says Martin McKenna. I'll just move that one to the bin because I don't want it. And I will come back over here where it says host text and do Command V. And in comes my new piece of text. So on each place that you want to replace your name, you don't have to go typing in on every single scene your name. Just do that little trick of Command C, Command V. Get rid of all of my names, paste in all of your names. Simple as that. So anywhere there's any titles or any names, just use a little cogwheel and go and make those changes. So on to the next little bit. Let's jump back to where I was to make sure that I'm now going to take you through everything in order. So adding your logo in is as simple as going to the scene and dropping your logo in, and then just use that same little trick of cut and paste to the different scenes if you want your logo appearing in every scene. So entirely up to you. It depends what you want the look and feel to be, but that would be the way to do it. So take your logo, size it up to where you want it to be, and then make a copy of that logo by doing Command C. Go on to the next scene, do Command V. It will appear in the same shape and size on that new scene. So that's that one. Then on to setting up cameras. And again, a brief pause because there's a little hammering going on upstairs.